Let's talk a bit of politics now. The Iowa poll that's come out from the Des Moines Register, they're pretty much bang on here, and they say that Trump is likely to win in Iowa, but it's not the 50-point margin, and he's not over 50%, meaning theoretically there's someone who could end up being the not Trump, but there's still 100 people trying to be not Trump.
It's very interesting. So Trump is at 43% in this Iowa poll. This is the gold standard poll. And his next closest competitors are Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis, who are both tied at 16, which is more ahead than he was in the last poll. His number 46, or whatever he is, 43, is higher than he was in the last poll, which was 42. So he's going up despite all the crap that's been thrown at him. DeSantis went down. Nikki Haley went up 10 points. So she's on a bit of a roll. And it'll be interesting to see, like in a month and a half, 2 months, by the time we get to Iowa and New Hampshire in January, if her train keeps going the way it's going, she's going to be up here. And DeSantis is going to be done. He'll be off. Nobody else in the poll put any number on the board that was worth even mentioning. But if you look at all of the not Trump vote, it equals 51, which last time I checked is higher than 43. So the not Trump vote in Iowa is higher than the Trump vote. So it's back to the problem that the not Trump voters have faced all along, which is you need consolidation or you're screwed. You need to convince everyone to drop out other than one strong candidate, or it's going to be Trump. And no one has been willing to do that. Vice President Pence, he dropped out over the weekend. Okay, it was a bit of a surprise. People thought he would try to last till Iowa. But no, he dropped out. You got all these hangers on. Burgum's got 3. Hutchinson's still in the race. Did you know that? He's still in the race. Yeah. He's got 1%. Ramaswamy's got 4. He's flatlining. Christie's at 4. He's down 1%. My God, Christie. You got Tim Scott, who's higher in Iowa than he is anywhere else, with 7%. He's down 1. And DeSantis dropping points, I think 2 points. No, down 3 from his last time in this poll. His big PAC has told him, you're not out, but we're not going to spend any more on you. Now, we're not going to say never, but right now we're not spending. It's not good for DeSantis. I mean, he's seriously struggling. He has failed to catch fire. Haley's got something going on, but forget it unless they all get out. These Trump voters are firm. That 43% is firmly behind him. In fact, they said nobody's got this kind of it's Trump or no one support since George W. Bush, who I think was the only one who had the lead before Thanksgiving that went on to actually win Iowa in all Republican modern history. Well, Donald Trump is in that same position, leading before Thanksgiving, then going into Iowa. But he's up over where George W. Bush was at this point in his candidacy by, I think, 20 points. So he's crushing by all measures. And here's what I want to say about it. It's self-fulfilling, the snowballing of Trump's success. He's becoming truly like the snowball that grows and grows and grows. The more it rolls and goes downhill or uphill or whichever way it goes, it gets bigger. And the more stuff they throw at Trump, the harder it is for him to get the nomination. This massive civil case trying to ruin his business, 4 criminal indictments, which actually might put him in jail before the election in 2024. Go down the list of the controversies. The bigger he gets, the more he doesn't roll over, fall down, and stay down, the more inevitable he seems, the stronger he seems, the more formidable, the more people admire his strength and see, oh my God, he's the only one who can do it. And so I've now gotten to the point, Paul, where I'm starting to believe that he actually could be convicted of a crime. The likelihood is he will be convicted of a crime by November 2024.
Absolutely.
He actually could be in prison running. It's unlikely he's going to be in prison, actually, but it's possible. And he actually could win because of that snowball. He's so formidable. Nothing can stop him. I want to back a winner. He's the only one who can change our country, change my life, get us on the right path, deal with Iran, stand up to Hamas and Russia and all of it. All of it is having that effect. So it all inures to Trump's benefit.
Yeah, I agree. Look, I mean, I personally think that, DeSantis' moment, well and truly gone. He should have dropped out a long time ago. His future should be playing out the 4 years as governor, finding the way to take over one of the Senate spots. He's young enough, and then go again in a few years' time. So I really think Nikki Haley is going to be the other lane here. Her very strong support for the Ukraine war is going to essentially be one of the great dividers. But establishment Republicans, if they want to pick someone, they've got to pick it now, because it's not going to matter once you get to Iowa and New Hampshire. But you're right. And also, unbelievably, don't forget, he won't turn up to debates. He doesn't do interviews, and all of that in some ways kind of adds to the sheen. So won't it be amazing that it'll be Biden running around the country falling up the stairs versus Trump, who may well be in the basement under home arrest? God love America.
Well, you know what? You know what else, Paul? Here's the other thing. I mean, I think Trump, I understand why he's not doing the debates, et cetera, but let's query what the Republicans are actually getting. Because it's one thing to be on prompter and read a speech and make your funny jokes, which Trump is very good at. But it's another to stand up and actually fight with these people and defend your positions and show people how mentally quick you still are or aren't. Is this a fear of his? I don't know. But I think he does need to show to the Republican audience that he's capable. And I realize Joe Biden's not going to want to debate. I get it. He's probably going to find 10 different reasons why he can't debate, especially if it's Trump. Oh, he's an insurrectionist. He's a convicted felon. Never mind. I'm not putting myself against him. But this is about the country, our policies, our future. We deserve to know how strong our leader is, how mentally facile he is, whether he's still got all of his faculties together, whether it's Joe Biden, Donald Trump, or anybody else. So at some point, it does become a big middle finger to the voters for Trump not to put himself out there in any forum other than in front of a teleprompter. He's got to do it. And if Joe Biden's not going to do it, you know, with him in a general, I think he owes it to the public, or at least the Republican Party should be demanding that he do it at some point in this Republican debate and primary cycle.
Yeah, I agree completely. Megyn, if only we could vote for you. Lovely to talk to you. We'll talk to you again next week.
See you next week, Paul. Bye.